Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of You're Wrong, and I'm Always Right. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Asmongold. For those of you who don't know Asmongold, he's a Twitch streamer. He mostly plays video games and reacts to stuff on his streams, and recently he made a reaction to Sunny V2's video about vegan booty, and he made some incredibly stupid, ignorant, and hypocritical statements criticizing veganism. And in typical fashion, I'm going to explain why everything he said is dumb.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just the way it is, right? I mean, I think this kind of stuff is, it's very common. And I think that the reason why, again, is that these people, they do this because they live such boring, privileged lives that they need to find a cause to make themselves, it's like to alleviate themselves of the guilt of their life. That's the real reason. It's not about veganism or any other issue. It's something that's internal. If you want to figure out why most people are protesters for certain issues and why people care a lot about a certain issue, stop thinking about the issue and start thinking about them.
So Asmongold is claiming that people like that vegan booty are only doing animal rights activism because they're overly privileged, have nothing better to do, and they're trying to make up for some kind of internal guilt. Well, that is nothing but a baseless accusation and a personal attack. That says nothing about the value and importance of the activism that she is doing. There are many people who are involved in social justice movements, who are involved in charity work, helping the homeless, who are researching cures for currently uncurable diseases, who are probably doing it because they're trying to make up for some kind of personal guilt. They feel like they're privileged and they want to help the homeless who are underprivileged. They may just be doing it for money because it's just a good career choice. That says nothing about the importance of the work they're doing. And furthermore, this kind of personal attack is very hypocritical coming from Asmongold, since he also cares about animal rights and animal welfare. He has also uploaded a video where he was talking about animal abuse content being uploaded to TikTok and YouTube, and criticizing people for doing this.
Them surrounding their ducklings with crabs, then force their baby monkey Bonbon to rescue the duckling, and I'm pretty sure they just straight up killed all of the crabs. And by rescuing, I mean have their monkey Bonbon grab the duckling by its beak and then run away from a giant, badly CGI'd crab carrying the duckling by its neck. Or this one scene where
Jesus!
They wanted to fake this little duckling being born out of an egg. Of course, they didn't want to go through the actual effort or time of filming a duckling being born, because then they'd miss out on an opportunity to commit animal abuse, which is clearly their passion in life. So what they did was, they grabbed some eggshell and they rammed this duckling's beak through it. And there are so many more scenes like this that I just don't want to expose you guys to.
I'm gonna be honest, going into this video, I was like, okay, it's like some fish in like a pond that's not really that deep. This is obviously stupid, but it seems like it's irresponsible and like I can write this off. But man, this is crazy. What the fuck?
So, as you just saw, Asmongold was shocked and appalled by seeing a baby duckling go through what is, relatively speaking, fairly mild animal abuse. Now, what if I told you there are 12 million ducks and over 200 million chickens and other birds being murdered each day, every single day, for our food choices, and these animals are going through far worse abuse than that baby duckling until they're finally sent to a slaughterhouse where they have their throat slit open. So if you are concerned with this little baby duckling being abused, I don't know how you couldn't be concerned with the hundreds of millions of other birds who are getting tortured and murdered every single day in the food industry. And, you know, if somebody with the same sensibilities that you have, who have care and compassion for animals, found out about this, you might imagine they might start actually doing animal activism like vegan booty Tash Peterson. So when Asmongold claims people like vegan booty are overly privileged, have nothing better to do, are trying to make up for some kind of guilt, that is clearly projection. You're the one who's overly privileged, you're the one with nothing better to do, and you're the one who's trying to offload guilt. The reality is, you make money by just playing video games and reacting to YouTube videos, and you probably make a little too much money doing that. You don't do anything all day. You don't even take care of yourself. This guy has had to get most of his teeth replaced because he was eating sugary drinks all day and not brushing. You don't clean. You just live surrounded by garbage. And again, even when you complain about things like animal abuse, you do nothing about it. You even contribute to the problem by buying animal products and paying people to abuse and murder animals. So then, when you see a vegan activist who's healthy, takes care of themselves, eats well, exercises, and actually goes out and does animal activism to advocate for the animals that you supposedly care about, you try to offload that guilt by making personal attacks against vegan activists like Tash Peterson Vegan Booty.
Where do you draw the line? You can't eat insects either because they're alive? Well, new studies show plants feel pain, so can we eat plants? The reason why these people care about eating animals is because they think animals are cute. That's the reason why. There's an emotional attachment to it. That's why the people that complain about eating animals mainly complain about eating the cute animals. Now, plants aren't cute in the same way that animals are, so there's not as much negativity for them.
Okay, so first of all, plants can't feel pain, moron. They're not sentient. They don't have a brain, nervous system, nerve ganglion, nociceptors, or any requisite structures that would be required to have any conscious experience. And I also know you're not that stupid. You don't actually believe plants can feel pain, and you're just lying. Otherwise, you would be making completely contradictory moral statements. On one hand, you're claiming it's wrong to abuse sentient beings like animals, but on the other hand, you seem to be perfectly fine with abusing sentient plants. Why don't you have a problem with people chopping up vegetables or boiling potatoes? Wouldn't that be torturing them? Is it suddenly okay to torture sentient beings? Wouldn't that mean it would be okay to torture animals too? Then why are you complaining about it? If I were to knock you unconscious by throwing a potato at your head, should everybody ask if the potato's okay because it just suffered blunt force trauma? Should the potato be rushed to the hospital? You're full of shit, you're lying, and again, if you're the one who's making fun of veganism for being so stupid, you don't look too bright by making such stupid fucking claims. And lastly, vegans don't just care about animals because they're cute. We care about animals because they share the same traits as human beings. They're sentient, they have conscious experiences, they can experience suffering, pain, but they can also experience well-being, they can feel pleasure, happiness, and love, just like we can. And if vegans only cared about the cute animals, trust me, you'd be dead. And I would like to invite Asmongold to debate me on the ethical principles of veganism. This seems to be a topic that he's interested in since he's gone out of his way to react to, videos about veganism. He's criticized veganism and vegan activists. So if you're willing to talk about us, criticize veganism, talk shit about us, I don't see why you wouldn't want to have a debate. Unless you know that you don't have an argument, you're an idiot, and you don't know what you're talking about, which I could understand. Given what you've put out here, that's likely the case. But anyway, I'm easy to reach. You can either message me on Instagram or at my email. So if you want to debate, just contact me. And as always, keep making those vegan gains.
What a relief! When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how.